more evidence.
Dear Grace,
2.3, maybe even
just
4,
listen to this for
if
1 minute,
it's
please.
not clear. If I took a picture of a tree and I said if I said this is a forest because there's a tree, that's nonsense. This could be in a parking lot. There's trees in parking lots, right? This could be a Christmas tree in somebody's living room, right? It doesn't have to.
Not sure how much of that you heard, Grace, but there's some guy tutoring some other guy in the library beside me while I was getting my news stories ready to read. Didn't hear the whole thing, but the guy's a bit of a jerk. Saying stuff like, don't make mistakes. Doesn't really help. And also, didn't hear this part, but one of the questions or something was, or one of the things the guy wrote was exercise equipment in the forest. And the tutor, who's wise and brilliant, says, well, that's not possible. There's no such thing as exercise machines in the forest. To which the student says, well, they are in Central Park. The guy's like, well, that's a park, not a forest. At which point I was about a millisecond away at saying it's a forest inside a park. Idiot. So his statement is still valid. There are exercise equipment in the forest. I walk by it quite often. But you'll be proud of me, Grace. I kept my mouth shut. However, I did look at the student's face, and if he walks by me while I'm recording, I'll stop and offer to tutor him for free. No qualifications, of course, but whatever. Also today you may hear some drumming. The old Asian ladies look like they're doing a dress rehearsal. They've been practicing all summer. Now they're all wearing the same clothes, so they must be getting close to their final performance, or their performance, or doing whatever it is to do. Haven't seen the Gympie Crow yet, but I've got a sour worm for him if he does come by. Sour worm being a candy. Feeding myself gummy worms and sour worms today because I'm sour. Somehow sour worms seems to apply. Do you know why, Grace? Vancouver's Granville Island named one of Canada's top destinations. No shit. Kind of obvious. NASA Perseverance rover discovers potential signs of ancient life on Mars. You know, what a fucking miracle. They're going to actually admit that there might be some fucking organic compounds on Mars. Here we go. The sample collected from the Gympie crater shows evidence of organic compounds and minerals typically associated with biological processes, though further analysis on Earth is needed to confirm the summary, confirm the findings. Of course, they'll never fucking admit anything. Idiots. Try hard not to use the C word today, Grace, but Apple's iPhone 7, oh, by the way, I got it almost formatted perfectly for the Kobo. I almost got Grok perfectly trained. Apple's iPhone 17 expected to drive record sales amid AI push. BC fires that forced Okanagan and Vancouver Island evacuations now being held. According to the BC Wildlife Service. Taylor Swift's Eras tour breaks records with final show in London. Wildfires that prompted evacuations order in Okanagan and on Vancouver Island. No. Sorry. Grossed over $2 billion globally. That seems about right. That's what an entertainer needs, I think, to survive. $2 billion. She get 250 million more. New Alzheimer's drug shows promise in slowing cognitive decline. Let's hope it works. And they don't try and fuck people over it. Google unveils quantum computing breakthrough with new chip. Google's quantum AI lab has revealed a new quantum computing chip that achieves lower error rates and superior performance. I read that. Stranded dog rescued from cliff in BC reunites with family. Dog missing for 3 days was rescued from a cliff near Tofino, BC by volunteers and reunited with its ecstatic family. Dog's probably ecstatic too. The heartwarming rescue, filmed and shared wildly, highlighted community spirit and brought joy to locals and the family who feared the dog was lost forever. Brazil plane crash investigation points to engine failure. Google's new Pixel 10 features AI-driven camera upgrades. Everything's AI now, whether it is or it isn't. I already mentioned that once a long time ago. Podcast number 101. Sudan conflict escalates, displacing thousands in Darfur. I read that the other day. Vancouver teen saves toddler from drowning in community pool. Vancouver teenager heroically saved a toddler from drowning in a community pool, using CPR to revive the child until emergency services arrived. The incident, which occurred on August 12th, has sparked widespread praise for the teen's bravery and quick response. Good news story. New Star Wars series premieres to mixed reviews on Disney. The Acolyte, a new Star Wars series, just debuted on Disney, receiving mixed reviews. BC wildfires contained, but drought concerns persist. Major wildfires in British Columbia's Okanagan, Vancouver Island regions have been contained, aided by cooler weather. By the BC Wildfire Service, conditions that drought conditions may spark new fires soon. The update for evacuation orders issued earlier in August 2025. Well, let's see, Grace, how BC responds compared to Nova Scotia, where I guess you can't even walk in the forest now. Complete lockdown of humans in their houses for fear that one might start a fire. COVID all over. Every time I hear the sourness in my voice, Grace, sarcasm. Eat a sour worm. See if it makes it better. Breakthrough. Sorry for the delay. Breakthrough in mRNA vaccine for pancreatic cancer shows promise. Of course. Unfortunately, since we can't trust anything because of COVID and mRNA, you just kind of fucked yourself with that. Just not telling the pharmaceutical industry how to run their business, but someone needs to. Tesla's new Gigafactory in Shanghai begins production. Tesla's new Shanghai Gigafactory began operations on August 12th, producing batteries and Cybertrucks, increasing the company's global production capacity by 20%. Ancient DNA reveals extinct species migration patterns. A new study in Nature used 1,500-year-old DNA to map migration patterns of extinct American species, revealing how climate change pushed them to new regions before their demise. Now, I'd like to know how they got that out of DNA. Grok, if you're listening to this, go to Science Alert, search Ancient DNA Extinct Species Migration 2025. Get me the details of how DNA can show where the fuck you lived and where you fucking moved throughout your life. Please and thank you, Grok. Vancouver Stanley Park to get new eco-friendly visitor center. How about this? Turn that aquarium into one big ass museum and visitor center. Let the animals go. A little opinionated today, Grace. Global markets rallies, inflation fears ease. Canada invests $500 million in green energy products. Studying social media use to improve mental health in teens. See, if you ever study one way, there's another the other way. Bidi. Research from the University of Toronto indicates that moderate social media can benefit teens' mental health by building community and reducing loneliness. A study published on August 12th involved 5,000 participants and highlights positive potential online platforms. It's just a method of communication. If you use it too much, doesn't work. Don't use it enough, can't get any benefits from it. Out of weird news, man claims alien encounter in rural Alberta. I think we read this one yesterday. Archaeologists, A word, obviously, can't say it. Archaeologists uncovered 2,000-year-old Roman road in Britain. 2,000-year-old Roman road found in northern England reveals advanced Roman engineering with well-preserved cobblestones and drainage. Florida man keeps alligator as pets, sparks debate. So we're up to 3 alligator Florida stories. I'm going to test my memory, Grace, and see how many I can remember. I've got the surfing alligator, the hugging alligator, and now the pet alligator. Hello, pet alligator seems pretty common. Name gator. Hiker survives 10 days lost in Grand Canyon. The hiker was rescued after surviving 10 days lost in the Grand Canyon and during harsh conditions with limited supplies. Found on August 11th, her survival is attributed to her training, experience, and resilience. Hailed as a miraculous feat by rescuers. And finally, Danish zoo feeds small pets to predators. Sparks outrage. Oh shit. Oh, that little dog. Cat interrupts live weather forecast in Toronto. No, not annoying at all. During a live Toronto weather forecast on August 12th, a stray cat wandered onto the set, lounging on the desk and amusing both the anchor and viewers. The lighthearted moment went viral, showcasing the unpredictable charm of live television. World Dog Surfing Championship crowns new champion. Coconut. A pit bull won the 2025 World Dog Surfing Championships in California. Texas Democrats face arrest warrants. Did that yesterday. Gaza faces famine as aid deliveries stall. Probably yesterday's story, but that's going to be today's story and tomorrow's story too. I'm taking a break today, Grace. It's a gummy worm break. In case you care. Boeing workers strike, halting jet production. Strike by 3,000 Boeing workers in Seattle. ChatGPT adds mental health guidelines. No, did that yesterday. Olivia Rodrigo joins Weezer on stage. Don't know either of them. Aussie Skinks. Aussie Skinks mutation makes him immune to snake venom. Lyme disease cases rise in Canada linked to climate change. Still think that's bullshit. Vancouver's Triangle Festival draws record crowds. Hot as fuck. He was. Kelowna Vineyard named Best in Canada for 2025. Subjective. Toronto subway expansion delayed by funding dispute. Virtual reality therapy shows success in treating PTSD. This looks good. Under category psychology. McGill University research published August 12th shows virtual reality therapy effectively reduces PTSD symptoms in veterans based on a study of 200 participants. The innovative treatment could transform mental health care for trauma survivors. I wonder what they're doing in the VR. Stray kitten joins NYC subway, gets adopted. Kitten that rode a NYC subway train was adopted by a commuter who named it Metro, of course. With a heartwarming rescue going viral on August 12th, the story has captivated audiences, highlighting unexpected moments of kindness in urban life. Antarctic krill fishery faces shutdown after overfishing. A record krill catch in Antarctica reported on August 12th has raised alarms about overfishing. Japan's oldest person, 114, carried Olympic torch. Japan's oldest person, 114-year-old retired doctor, made headlines by carrying the Olympic torch during a relay in Tokyo on August 10, 2025. The centenarian, who remains active, inspired onlookers with her vitality and spirit. Baby born from 1994, frozen embryo sets record. New Zealand toddler found in suitcase on bus. A New Zealand woman was charged after hiding a toddler in a suitcase on a bus. Powerlifting nun competes in first weightlifting event. A 65-year-old nun from Ohio, known as Powerlifting Nun, competed in her first weightlifting competition, lifting twice her body weight to cheers from the crowd. Her journey from convent to gym has inspired thousands online. Was she dressed as a nun is my question. Why don't you find that out, Grok? ABC News, powerlifting competition -2025. I guess she couldn't be wearing her stuff because then, well, I guess she could. It's only powerlifting, it's not bodybuilding. Figured out, Grok. Two friends complete 1,400-mile public transit journey. Two Seattle friends finished a 1,400-mile journey using only public transit, completing the trip on August 12th to promote sustainable travel. Their social media document of interest sparked interest in eco-friendly transportation options. I've only used public transportation for the last 3 years, unless you include one cab ride in the last 4.5 years. I've been in a car once in 4.5 years, Grace. Either walking my ass off on the train or the bus. Probably way more than 1,400 miles too. Just saying. Been here 1,400 days, at least a mile a day. But whatever, it's not a competition. Trump pushes for Israel-Hamas ceasefire. President Trump is pushing a comprehensive Israeli-Hamas ceasefire deal, as announced by envoy Steve Witkoff on August 12th, aiming to free hostages and halt violence. The all-or-nothing approach seeks to address the ongoing conflict decisively. Well, then fucking get it done, Trump. Ukraine charges 6 in drone procurement scandal. Social Security numbers leaked, a major data breach. A massive data breach, or a significant data breach, reported on social media, compromised millions of Social Security numbers. Can't read, Grace. SpaceX Crew 11 mission launches successfully. SpaceX's Crew 11 mission launched on August 12th, successfully sent 4 astronauts to the ISS, reinforcing SpaceX's role in NASA's crewed space program. Yes, since they can't do it themselves. The mission highlighted advancements in commercial spaceflight and international collaboration. New Wednesday season premieres with star-studded cast. Season 2 of Wednesday debuted on Netflix. August 12th, the new stars like Christopher Lloyd and Steve Buscemi joining the cast. The series continues to captivate audience with its mix of mystery, humor, and gothic charm. Maybe she might have to play you in the movie, Grace. She might work. I'm not sure yet. I'm not really the casting director. Plastic pollution costs $1.5 trillion in global health impacts. Flesh-eating bacteria cases surge in southern U.S. A surge in necrotizing fasciitis cases in the southern U.S., over 200 reported in 2025, is linked to warmer coastal waters. Officials say, reported on August 12th, the increase has prompted warnings about water safety and early treatment. Where would you be without me and this news source, Grace? It's like I'm reading it to a convict in prison. Gets an hour-a-day phone call, but we've run out of things to talk about, so I just read the news so you can hear my voice. Or not. Vancouver introduces free public Wi-Fi in downtown core. Well, that only took about 20 years too late. There's free Wi-Fi everywhere. Victoria's whale-watching industry faces new regulations. British Columbia's government introduced stricter whale-watching regulations on August 12th to protect orcas by limiting boat proximity starting in 2026. The measure addressed concerns about tourism impact on endangered whale populations. Ottawa expands refugee program for Sudan fleeing conflict. Canada has expanded its refugee program to accept 5,000 additional Sudanese fleeing the ongoing conflict. Good. Come to Canada. We've got a shitload of room. 66 acres of land for every single Canadian. It's another old Dear Grace. Smartphone app detects mental health risks in users. A study released on August 12th shows smartphone apps can identify mental health risks like anxiety and depression by monitoring user behavior. Tested on 10,000 individuals, the technology could enable early intervention for mental health issues. I already said we should let AI monitor our phone. Montana bar shooting suspects still at large. The Montana bar shooting Montana bar shooting on August 10th left 4 dead, and the unstable suspect, an Army veteran, remains at large, prompting a manhunt. Authorities warn of the suspect's potential return and ongoing danger. Mississippi Monkey Sanctuary helps veterans with PST. The Mississippi Monkey Sanctuary, gotta find something new for that, Grace. Sounds like Fred Flintstone. Mississippi Monkey Sanctuary, reported on August 12th, is aiding veterans with PTSD through animal-assisted therapy. Launched in 2024, the program's success in improving mental health highlights innovative approaches to veteran care. Russian volcano erupts for the first time in 600 years. The Russian volcano in Kamchatka erupted after 600 years of dormancy. How did they determine it hasn't erupted for 600 years? Look it up, Grog. Maybe you can carbon date lava, I don't know. Causing ash and lava to disrupt air travel. Scientists are studying the rare event to understand its environmental and geological implications. I guess a layer of ash would also tell it's 600 years old. Figured out, Grog. Arkansas man survives mass shooting, saves others. An Arkansas man's bravery during a 2024 grocery shooting saved lives. With the shooter sentenced to life on August 12, his heroic actions have been lauded as miraculous by the community and officials. Comedian Matt Rife adopts haunted Annabelle doll. Comedians making the news. Matt Rife, a comedian, became the guardian of the haunted Annabelle doll after buying the house tied to The Conjuring, announced on August 12th. The quirky decision has generated buzz, blending humor with supernatural intrigue. Might actually have to read that. DNA test reveals pet dog is actually a coyote. California family discovered their pet dog was a coyote via DNA test. They couldn't tell any other way? Just saying. Saskatchewan sees tourism spike after viral pop song. A viral pop song mentioning Saskatchewan has boosted tourism with 10,000 additional visitors in July 2025, reported on August 12. The unexpected fame has put the province's prairie and its cultural attractions in the global spotlight. I make Saskatchewan jokes all the fucking time. Not a single one's gone viral. Saskatchewan, the only province dumb enough to advertise another province, saying how great they are. Fine, it's not that funny, but whatever. Ukraine's offensive, and Russia gains ground, says Kiev. China's Huawei unveils AI-powered Mate 70 smartphone. 3 phone announcements, 3 AI announcements. Big surprise. Spanish village reunites lost dog with owner after social media campaign. BTS member Jungkook announces solo album. Canadian salmon stocks recover in BC waters. BC salmon stocks are rebounding due to conservation and tighter fishing rules. German researchers developed faster tests for dengue fever. A new rapid test for dengue fever developed by German researchers at Heidelberg. Volkswagen to cut 5,000 jobs in Germany amid EV shift. I tricked Rock into getting me more articles by telling you to search for non-English sources and then converting it to English. So some of these news stories are going to be not exactly as is. In this case, the source is Le Monde, translated from French. Antarctic ice melt accelerates, threatening global coasts. Vancouver hosts International Indigenous Film Festival. Well, that might be interesting. It's someone to go with. Hint, hint, Grace. The International Indigenous Film Festival kicked off in Vancouver on August 11th, featuring global Indigenous stories as reported by Shahi Shumban. The event, running through August 15th, celebrates cultural heritage and draws international attention to the city. Yeah. Vancouver could bring international attention to the city by ending homelessness. Show all the other cities in the world how to do it, since nobody seems to be able to figure it out. Global oil prices drop as OPEC reconsiders output cuts. What are kids yelling in the background, Grace? Sometimes I wonder if that's what fucks up the translation, because I speak perfectly enunciated English without mumbling, ever. Quebec's hydropower expansion faces Indigenous opposition. Dutch study finds meditation boosts workplace productivity. The Dutch study from the University of Amsterdam, reported by Al Times on August 12th, found that meditation enhances workplace productivity by reducing stress. The research advocates for mindfulness programs to improve holy focus and efficiency. Or naps. Freshman claims to find WW2 bomb in backyard. St. Petersburg resident found a WW2 era bomb in his backyard, leading to evacuations and a military probe. An ancient Egyptian tomb uncovered near Cairo. A 4,000-year-old tomb discovered near Cairo, reported by Al Jazeera on August 12th, reveals Old Kingdom artifacts and mummies, shedding light on ancient Egyptian burial customs. The discovery enhances understanding of Egypt's historical social hierarchy. Just isn't a news day unless there's a animal elected mayor. Are you ready, Grace? Japanese town elects cat as honorary mayor. Hokkaido town appointed a cat, Nico-chan, as honorary mayor on August 12th to promote tourism, as reported by Munchujino. An unusual move, complete with social media promotion, aims to attract visitors to the region. Brazilian child survives fall from 10th floor balcony. A 6-year-old in Sao Paulo miraculously survived a 10th floor balcony fall on August 12th, with minor injuries after landing on a car, as reported. Disney has stunned doctors and sparked local amazement. Car roofs are actually pretty good to land on. Grace, if you're gonna fall 10 stories, please don't, but French farmer paints cows to deter wolves. The French farmer's unconventional approach of painting cows to deter wolf attacks, reported by Le Figaro on August 12th, has shown early success. Authorities are now evaluating the method as populations rise in rural French areas. Rock. Go to Le Figaro, Figaro, and give me that photo. German parrot mimics owner's snoring. German parrot mimics owner's snoring goes viral. A Munich parrot viral video mimicking its owner's snoring, reported by someplace on August 12th, has amused millions online. The bird's uncanny imitation, learned from cohabitation, highlights the quirky bond between pets and owners. Dutchtown hosts annual cheese rolling competition. The Dutch Town's cheese rolling competition on August 11th saw participants chasing Gouda wheels, as reported by NL Times. The centuries-old event, covered on August 12th, celebrates local culture and attracts tourists to the region. But like with the cheese cow, does it ruin the cheese? So it seems like a waste of cheese, Grace. People starving. Middle East tensions rise as Iran threatens retaliation. Of course they do. Iran started retaliation against Israel after a suspected airstrike reported by Al Jazeera on August 12th heightens Middle East tensions. Venezuela protests grow over disputed election results. South Korean chipmaker boosts productions amid AI boom. I was thinking potato chips. Guess they mean electronic chips. Japan Sony unveils next generation VR headset. Sony's PSVR 3, launched at Tokyo Expo on August 12th, features advanced graphics and motion tracking. As reported by somebody, the headset positions Sony to challenge Meta in the expanding virtual reality market. It still hasn't done anything. Just saying, Grace, you would have thought by now they could have had one that actually worked and got shot of your body. Spanish director's film wins top prize at Venice Festival. Russian scientists discover new Arctic fish species. Of course they did. All you have to do is look. And that's it. Well, that went pretty well. Still got to program Grok a little bit better, but nothing else to report about the library. Once again, nobody's in the sun. Everybody's in the shade. Oh no, one girl's in the sun, sitting on a bench. I've got something else to work on. Grace. So don't want to use up all my humor on this. Only have an hour a day, so you can have 38 minutes and I'll spread the rest of my bullshit somewhere else. Talk to you tomorrow, Grace. Oh, and by the way, AI, it's always, I will talk to you tomorrow, Grace. For some reason, it always gets that wrong. It gets Dear Grace wrong, or it's Dear Grease. And it's I'll talk to you tomorrow, Grace.